Welcome, my dear friends. We are coming to the end of the first week of Advent. Today is Saturday in the first week of Advent. And all through this week, we have been seeing the beautiful characteristics of the Messiah. The Messiah is the one who's going to be filled with the Spirit. The Messiah is going to open the eyes of the blind. The Messiah is going to show compassion. And that is the theme for this Saturday in the first week of Advent, the compassion of the Messiah. But let's go back to the Old Testament and to the prophet of Advent, which is Isaiah the prophet. This is what he has to say in his book, chapter 30, verses 19 and 21. He says this, "People of Zion, you will live in Jerusalem and weep no more." Why? "He will be gracious to you when he hears your cry. When he hears you, he will answer." You see what a compassionate God we have, who's going to reveal himself in Jesus. And we know that in Jesus, God reveals himself to each one of us. And in the gospel today, Matthew chapter 9, verses 35 to chapter 10, verse 1 to 6, this is what Matthew the prophet tells us, that Jesus has compassion on the crowd. When Jesus saw the crowds, he felt sorry for them. He felt pity for them. He felt compassion for them. And how did he feel compassion for them? He felt so compassionate for them that he healed them, that he cured their sick, and he gave them a new life. This is what the Messiah is going to do for us when he comes. But then he's already with us. We know that we are looking forward to his second coming, because we know when we turn back, he has already come. He has given us his compassion. He died for us, rose from the dead for us, seated in power and glory. And this is the time of expectation. And we are looking forward to his second coming in glory, in triumph, to be our judge, to receive us back into heaven. But during this time of our expectation of his coming, we experience his compassion. So in this first week of Advent, as we conclude this week, we conclude living in his compassion. When Jesus saw the crowds, he felt pity for them. Let us receive that compassion of Jesus into our hearts, and not just keep it for ourselves, as he tells us, as he told his disciples, "Go out, cure the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers, cast out devils. You received without charge, give without charge." Let us then receive that compassion of Jesus today and go and share it with others. Jesus tells us, "Be compassionate. Love as I have loved you."